Hello everyone, and welcome to one of the gardens here at the Blue House Farm. Today, I would like to introduce one of my favorite plants, yarrow, or Achillea millefolium. To the ancients, yarrow was known as the military herb, or Herba militaris. In 1753, Linnaeus renamed yarrow after the famed Greek warrior Achilles. Legend has it that Achilles carried yarrow into battle to staunch the bleeding of the wounds of his soldiers. Unfortunately for Achilles, the day that he was mortally wounded, there was no yarrow around to treat his wound, and he later died. Millefolium literally means thousand-leaved. Yarrow is a plant that's growth habits are rather variable. One or several stiff stems may grow from the root. They're usually between 1 and 2 feet tall, but occasionally shorter, and may be smooth or rough textured. The leaves are larger at the base and progressively smaller towards the top of the stalk, and they are arranged alternately. The bottom leaves clasp the stems at the base, and they are delicate, resembling feathers, more than leaves. The leaves look serrated, almost like a knife. If we go by the doctrine of signatures, in the words of Matthew Woods, the idea is that the shape, color, appearance, environmental niche, taste, smell, etc. of a plant or medicinal agent will display telltale signs, marks, or configurations indicating how that agent should be used in medicine. Since yarrow is shaped like a serrated knife, which would cut to the bone, then it stands to reason that yarrow would be used to treat such a wound, or to stop bleeding. Yarrow blooms from June to September in the eastern part of the United States. The flowers are in flat-topped clusters at the ends of the stems. The individual flowers are very small with fine white petals and a yellowish center. This flower is actually 2 separate distinct male and female flowers. The female flowers are in the yellow center surrounded by the 5 white petals, each one of which is a male flower. The entire plant is strong with a pungent odor and a bitter taste. If yarrow is eaten by cows, which actually happens occasionally, it gives a very unpleasant taste to the milk. And as you can see in the video, I am fortunate enough to have both white and pale pink yarrow in my garden. This humble herb is great for nature and extremely helpful in the garden, attracting beneficial insects such as bees and butterflies. It helps to improve soil quality, enriching the soil around it. Yarrow is a member of the Asteraceae daisy family. It's easy to grow and will thrive in any sunny spot. It makes a wonderful addition to a flower bed or a wildlife garden, protecting surrounding plants from disease and keeping harmful pests away with its potent aromatic phytochemicals. Yarrow's virtues as a healing herb have been well known since ancient times. Yarrow has been used in Western Europe and China as a tool for divination for centuries, including a variety of dream and waking rituals and verses for discovering one's true love. Perhaps its most well-known use is in conjunction with the I Ching, where bundles of 64 long, straight yarrow sticks are used to read the hexagrams associated with the system of divination. The medicinal actions of yarrow are diaphoretic, hypotensive, astringent, diuretic, antiseptic, immunagogue, anticatarrhal, hepatic, stimulant, and a tonic. Yarrow is one of the primal remedies of the Western herbal tradition. It can be called the master of the blood. Through numerous devices, clotting and unclotting, neurovascular control and flavonoids, it regulates the flow of blood to and from the surface, in and out of capillaries and venules, thickening and thinning. Through this, it cures all manner of wounds, bruises, hemorrhaging, and clotting. A hot or warm cup of yarrow tea will open the skin, while a cold cup tends to stimulate the stomach, digestion, and kidneys. The influence of yarrow can be changed and directed according to whether it is used fresh or dry or how long it's decocted or infused, since certain constituents come out at different temperatures and periods of extraction. In conclusion, yarrow has an affinity for the circulatory system, the digestive system, the uterus, the mucosa in the respiratory system, the urinary tract, and the immune system. Yarrow is used for the acute stages of colds, influenza, and respiratory congestion, chronic diarrhea, dysentery, intestinal hemorrhage, intestinal hyperpermeability, and bleeding hemorrhoids, uterine hemorrhage, profuse protracted menstruation, pelvic congestion, and as a wound herb for injuries, bleeding piles, burns, and other inflammations of the skin. for circulation and venous stasis, varicose veins, and hypertension. Yarrow is the master of blood.